गुरुवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय तदालयै कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। श्रीगुरुचरणकमलं वन्दे रमणपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीरूपानुगभक्तिदं च कृपामूर्तिं नारायणम् नमस्ते गुरुदेवाय सर्वसिद्धिप्रदायिने सर्वमङ्गलरूपाय सर्वानन्दविदायिने ये श्रीगुरो ज्ञानददीनबन्धो स्वनन्ददातः करुणैकसिन्धो वृन्दावनवासीन हितावतारप्रसीद राधा प्रणय प्रचार त्रयस्वभोगो जगन्नाथ संसारवनिन दग्धं मां कालदष्टं च त्वामहं शरणं गतः। राधा सन्मुखसंशक्तिं सखिसङ्गनिवासिनीं त्वामहं सततं वन्दे गुरुरूपं परं सखीम्। भक्त्या विनापराधलक्षय क्षिप्तस्य कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयी त्वं शरणं प्रपन्नवृन्दे नमस्ते वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दं वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दम्। जय नवद्वीप नवप्रदीप प्रभाव पाषण्ड गजैकसिंहा स्वनाम संख्या जप सूत्रधारी चैतन्य चंद्र भगवान मुरारी चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत श्री गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। First of all, let me offer my millions of obeisances at the lotus feet of Srila Gurudev, Panga Guru Varga, and the Upasthita Vaishnavadis of Eastern Radha Govindaji Mandir. Happy to be here, mercy of Srila Gurudev, all Vaishnavas. See, the Lord is so merciful, Lord has millions of qualities, and among those the highest quality is Bhakta Vastala, is Vasalya, is loving care for the living entities is so immense, It's like infinity, beyond infinity, I can say. And so all his gunas, each guna is like infinite, and has infinite gunas, So out of that, he sends the acharyas to basically to show compassion in so many ways, in so many ways, whether you believe it or not, whether you trust him or not, whether you care for him or not, he is lovingly taking. He's like a mother, child might kick her this way, that way. Even the son, after growing up, might take her to court, it's not unusual. But still she has a soft corner to the son, Like one time his son kills the mother taking the heart of his mother, and then he fell in the path, right? Immediately the sound came from the heart. Oh my son, are you okay? You get the point? So much, much more than that. Lord has compassion, merciful. So, like that, it's like, for example, a person may be earning $100 a day. Suppose his expenses are like $1,000. What he can do? He has to borrow $900, right? Like that, if you keep on borrowing all life, what is the way out, right? What is the way? It is very difficult. But if he gets like a lottery, he puts $1, he gets $1 billion, then most of his problem is over. There is no other way. So same way, we are striving, everything we do is to get some punya, some good deed, whatever we do. But how much he can do, how much he can get good deed. So like that, the Ekadashi is an amazing day, Ekadashi, by performing, it's like, suppose if I ask you a question, can you donate your house to a Satpatra, like our Gurudev? If you do, like somebody donated this land, right? This could have been a few houses here. What is the benefit of those few houses compared to the benefit of a temple? I mean, you can see the difference. So all that punya goes to whoever donated this, all Satpatra. So like that, suppose if we donate our house to a Gurudev, he would make it a temple. All that good punya will come, right? So can we do that? Probably may not be. Suppose if you are renting, he cannot. Suppose if it is own house, if you give, where he will go? No problems are there. So can we donate the Houston city? No. What about Texas state? What about US? What about India? What about the whole world? Can you imagine if you donate the whole world, how much punya you will get it? We cannot even think of in the dream get that much punya. No. So, but like Ambarish Maharaj, Bali Maharaj in Satyuga, maybe they were capable of doing. Otherwise, forget it. But don't we have a desire to get punya so much? Because that will solve a lot of problems. So, but Krishna has made a way, easier way. If you do one Ekadashi properly, you get more punya than giving the whole earth as a dan. Can you imagine that? Many Ashwamedha Yajna, Shastra says that, Padma Purana. So we can imagine doing Ekadashi, and in the olden days, to get punya, they used to do underwater, right? Fire, so many tapasyas. To get punya, you have to do some tapasya, some austerities. But to get the punya of giving the whole earth dan, you can imagine how much tapasya we should do. But if you do Ekadashi, it is easily get more than that. But what kind of tapasya we do on Ekadashi? We are not going underwater doing Hare Krishna, right? Not sitting in front of fire, but just being, the only tapasya is being away from the navadanyas. You don't take navadanya. That's the only tapasya. So the only austerities, navadanyas. Grains, pulses, like that. So, but what you get? Wow, so much you can unimagine. On the same hand, if you don't follow it, you will also get something. Get the sin of killing a cow, killing a mother. Who wants to kill our own mother? But if you take rice, dal, these navadanyas, you get the sin of killing a mother, killing a father, killing a cow, killing an unborn baby, then killing a brahmana, so many, because Lord has given a permission on that day, kala, Papa Purusha in the grain. So when we take grain, all the Papa will also enters. So if you do, you get so much. If you don't do, you get so much. Papa. So it's like, suppose you have a tank in your house. You are trying to fill the tank with water. But if there is a leak, unseen or whatever, leak, you are putting water is not going to stay in the tank, right? It's going to leak. So same way you might do, Tuesday Vrat, Saturday Vrat, Sunday, Thursday, so many Vrat, all life. And you get some little punya, right? Yajna, yaga, so many things. But if you don't do Ekadashi, then it is like a leak, big leak. So whatever you are trying to put, all washes away. And you accrue more sin and sin. So like that, Ekadashi is a must. Is a must. So how did Ekadashi came by? You can see it, how powerful Ekadashi is. Ekadashi is more powerful than the Supreme Lord. How, and Ekadashi, the way we do is, of course, bhakti journey. To get bhakti, automatically gets bhakti. And bhakti is not cheap. To get bhakti, you have to have an immense amount of, infinite amount of punya, And how do we get it? Krishna makes that way also, Ekadashi, So one time there was a demon named Mura. He was so powerful, he occupied, Swarga, he drove away Indra, all the devatas. So they were in a very difficult situation. So they approached Lord Shiva and Brahma, and they took him to Lord Vishnu, Kshirodaka Sai, in this planet, in this Brahmanda. So there they praised the Lord, and then he answered, they told him the difficult situation, that Mura is so powerful, drove them away. And he is ruling this world, all the three worlds. So that time, Lord promised, okay, you go and fight with him, I will assist you. So they came with that assurance. So they were fighting, they were again driven away. Then Lord himself came forward, okay, you can fight with me if you like. So he was fighting and fighting. Lord, he did not win. The war goes on for many centuries, it says, Then Lord became to the point of defeat, it says. So he ran away, this in the Padma Purana, Narada Purana also. So he ran away. And then he was taking a rest in one of the cave, right? He was taking. And then this Mura followed him and came, and he saw Lord is in Yoga Nidra, oh, he is sleeping. He said, wow, here is my enemy. He has killed so many asuras, and here is a chance I should make asuras happy by killing him. So he was thinking like that. He took a sword to kill. At that time, something amazing thing happened. A lady, a beautiful, amazing lady, with all abharanas and all the kavachas, she appeared out of the body of Lord. And then she said, oh Asura, why it is unfair, it is adharma, it is unrighteousness to kill a person who is sleeping. Why are you, if you want to do that, then why don't you fight with me? You think if you are so strong, Then the fight, he was enraged, and then he should not fight with the lady also, adharma. But for the asura, there is no dharma, adharma. They are so become avidya. Avidya makes them to think, like opposite. Dharma, adharma is dharma. Apavitra, pavitra, anitya, nitya, anatma, atma, that is the avidya. So we started fighting with her, and then she killed him. You know. As soon as she killed him, Lord wake up as if then he was asking, oh lady, amazing, who are you? I could not kill him, and you looks like you finished him so easily. Who are you? You know, wow, what do you know? I was so pleased with your service, you know, he said. Then she says, oh Lord, I came born of your Amsha, and I could not tolerate that, you know, anyone giving trouble to you. But you know everything. But anyway, you want you to speak, want to hear through my mouth. I'm telling, you know. And then Lord said, "Oh, I'm so happy. You know, awesome boons. You know." So she asked 4 boons. You know. That 4 boons are that I should be so that no kshetra, punya kshetra, holier than any punya kshetra. I should have the power to vanquish all difficulties. And then whoever fasts on this day, that they will be free from all sins. You know, like that he was. He gave the vrat, and she is none other than Ekadashi. No? And then giving that in a benediction, Lord disappeared. You know. So that's how the Ekadashi appeared from him, with having an immense power, more powerful than the Lord. You know, you can imagine. You know. So she is. So similarly, a story is told in Narada Purana by the Vasishtha Muni to Mandata, King Mandata, in the Narada Purana. So Vasishtha is telling Mandata, Narada Purana, you know, he says, there was a king called Rukmangada, you know, King Rukmangada. He was a very benevolent king. He was the king of this world, not just this world, Sapta Dvipa. See, this whole world is like one Dvipa, right, one island. There is other 6 islands that we cannot see, but it exists. Shastra, Bhagavatam says. And he was the king of those Sapta Dvipa, and he was so, like Ambarish Maharaja. He was so devoted. And he had a son named Dharmangada, and very beloved wife Sandhyavali. You know, they were so amazing. He had so much faith in following Ekadashi. You know? So he was to the strict that in his kingdom on the Ekadashi day, even the elephants, horses, cows, everybody is to follow Ekadashi. You know? All the citizens. If not, they will be put into prison and a lot of punishment for them. So everybody was following to that extent. So what happened was, so much so following, one time Narada Muni went to Narak, you know Narak, right? The hellish planets, right? So there he saw, the Chitragupta and then Yamaraj, they were in a very sad situation. There were nothing to do because it was all empty. Entire Narak, entire hellish planet was vacant, right? And then they have become almost jobless. Chitragupta, they were very sad. What to do? Then they were asking Narada Muni, what do you think? Narada Muni, inquired, what are you? Oh, we have no work. I think we should close down. Should lock it up and then go. So he was saying. Then they went to Lord Brahma. All the 3 went to Brahma, and they told the situation. Because of that Rukmangada, nobody is coming to Narak completely. Everybody is going to Vaikuntha. Everybody is. See, the following Ekadashi, See, no matter how much money you acquire, understand, you cannot go yourself to Vaikuntha, not possible. And what about your dependents, You cannot go, then how you can send your dependents, So that's why the Ekadashi, if you follow that, actually strictly, you can go back to Vaikuntha. It is so powerful. It's a Bhakti Janani, mother. So what happened was, then they went to Brahma. And Brahma heard that. When he heard, he was very happy. Wow, Ramaraja. On one hand, he was very happy that Naraka is about to be closed. But on the other hand, he has the other, he had to hear the Radha Ganji ki Jai. So Brahma said, okay, I will do something. So in front of them, he created like a Apsara, like a Mohini. Mohini. Not the Mohini Avatara, it's the Mohini, another very beautiful. You can imagine Brahma creating. So she came out and then she asked, what is my name? What should I do? What service I should do? He told, okay, go that Rukmangada, that king is so chaste, so devoted to Arivasara, right? Ekadashi. He is making the Chitragupta and Yamaraj jobless, right? So you go and make him break his, following Ekadashi. That is your service. So Brahma said. So she said, okay. So she came down. So she came down and then she's thinking how to do that. So she was in a Himalayas, in one place. She was doing devotional songs, and then the king happens to go there. They got attracted, and then she mutual attraction. Then he promised. She said, there are so many people who want to willing to marry me, but I'm not going. But you look, I don't mind, So he also said, okay, I don't mind, I'm willing to follow. And she put a condition that I have to ask a boon. What is that? I'm willing to give anything. Willing to follow that. To any extent I am willing to. But not now. A time will come, then only I will ask. That time you cannot say no. Oh, okay. So they agreed and they came back to the king. And his son was Dharmangada, was also to his name, appropriate to his name. He was following all the, especially Ekadashi, like father, he was so dedicated. So same way as his wife Sandhyavali, they were so dedicated. And they came, and then there was some schemage, but Sandhyavali accepted her to become a maidservant of the Mohini, right? So Mohini was very happy, and Dharmangada was also very devoted to Mohini and the Ratnangada. So she was very happy. She was waiting, for an occasion. One day the royal priest came and he told, Kartik Mas is coming. If you follow that, so many good things will come. And then king said, right in front of Mohini, that we should follow this. She said, no, this is only for the, widows, Ekadashi, no, you should not follow. Like she was telling, no, I have to follow, never given up. If so, then he can do with Mohini, the other wife, Sandhyavali. So she said, oh, okay. But then she was, so when the Ekadashi came in the Kartik Mas, he was doing, he was announcing whole world, Saptadvip, that Ekadashi is tomorrow, everybody should follow that. So that time she remembered, oh, I have to do something. So she called Sandhyavali. Mohini called Sandhyavali, his previous wife, is still a wife. And she said, I have one thing. Either because the king has given a word to me, he must follow this. So what is my wish is that he has to break the Ekadashi. He has to break. If not, he has to kill his son by his own hand. He gave that option. So she is not telling the king directly. No, she is telling the other wife. So Sandhyavali went and told the king, King, this is the thing. She is demanding that what we should do. When he heard, he swooned out. Oh, what is this? Because he remembered, he has given his word, he has to follow that. And that he cannot break. On the other hand, to following that is to break the Ekadasi. It's like killing. He is willing to kill himself rather than breaking the Ekadasi. But she says, no, you have to either break the Ekadasi, do not follow, or kill the son. How to killing the son, you see. So then the wife said, Sandhyavali, don't worry, dharma important. I know, I love my son very dearly. But a mother should be such that she should follow dharma more than, loving his children, right? Son. So she said, he should also follow. He should follow dharma. And Yamaraj, so many Narada Munis, so they are appreciating your following Ekadasi. What they will think of you? They will laugh at you, So she is encouraging king to follow. And then son also came forward. Oh son, oh father, why are you afraid? He can kill me, I am willing to. But you should not break the Ekadasi, you should follow Ekadasi, please, And see, this is the situation. Really very, very tense situation. And then at that time, king came to the decision that I should, Ekadasi is so powerful. All my life I am following. And if I stick to it, then everything will come true. So he took a sword and then about to kill his son. About, came down, about to touch the head of the son. Immediately Vishnu came, appeared. And then he said, so please, that is dedication to him. And then he took all the three to the spiritual world, the Rukmangada, Dharmangada and the Sandhyavali back to. And here the Mohini, what happened, the royal priest came, when he heard this, he became so angry, so full. He burnt her to ashes, Mohini. And Mohini again has to wander around where? She was so, she was not even allowed to Narak. Can you imagine? Because she obstructed doing Ekadasi, trying to do. So that's why we have to be careful, because he said the scripture, the Vishnu Dharmottara, let him be either a Brahmana, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprasto, Ekadasyami, Bunjato, Bhungte, Go Mamsa Meva. Let him be either a Brahman or Grihastha, Yati. Who takes food on Ekadasi will be eating just beef. There is no penance to him who killed a Brahmana, who is addicted to alcohol, who stole gold, who mated with the wife of his own guru. But there is a penance for all those. But there is no penance for the who does not observe Ekadasi Vrata. No penance is prescribed in Shastra. He is equal to the sinner who did Brahmahatya. Those who encourage others to take food on Ekadasi day also go to hell. So we have to be careful. So I follow, but I don't let my children to follow. That's no. So because try to understand this. The mamata you might have, which is good for the children, but children is not just the body. Children is much more than the body. There is spirit soul, right? There is like I was telling you, I think last time I told you, but anyway I will repeat it. We had one baby was born in Bangalore, and everybody invites, right? Is a hospital, everybody come, So everybody arriving there. First time they are bringing the baby outside, the nurse and the doctor, and the baby is wrapped up. Only thing you see the eyes and then the nose, basically everything is wrapped up, right? I think most of you have seen it, right? For many reasons, And then the baby is closing his eyes, because when we get up in the morning, we cannot see the light, right? It's so bright. Eyes cannot be, it takes time to get used to it. And inside, mother is dark, it is not used to the light, even though it's opening his eyes, but it is dark there. But there is light, like a transcendental light, devotees can see that, that's a different Chinmaya light. But normally, so the baby is, like close eyes, and then they're bringing, and this one devotee, loud, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. He said that, and the child, just born baby, imagine, okay, just born baby, okay, it took this hand, like this, took out, and then this hand, opened the eyes, blessed him, like that. Just born baby, Everybody was shocked, And how much strength it must have, both hands. And then who taught this? And then seeing, opening the eyes at the right time, seeing, devotee. So, a soul actually aspires for this, every soul, okay, no exception. Because the Sattvic remembers under life, at the seventh month, remembers under life and taking a vow, oh Lord, get me out of this prison, let me out of it. I will become your devotee, I will become. So it is a natural thing. Only thing is, because of no satsang, no, the scripture, right? Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and the Upanishad, Garbha Upanishad, there is an Upanishad called Garbha Upanishad, describes all these stages, more detailed than you can find in anatomy physiology, grey anatomy physiology, more details are there. So that is the description is there. So like that, so you should not, you should not, for externally children, you should be like higher, you have to see the background, not just the foreground always, physical thing. That is the, you are giving the Shashvata Sampattu, and, from the early age, like Prahalad Maharaj is telling Komaram. So if you give that, then you are real mother, okay? So that's why on Ekadashi you have to be careful. Otherwise your Ekadashi will also get nullified. Because here, see nullification. So then what happened was, the Mohini did not get anywhere entrance. Then Brahma came, because he created her. He came and took a compassion on her, and then she was made a thing on like a Dwadasi. The Parana that we do came in that name. Parana is also part of Ekadashi. On Dwadasi, next day we have to take Parana to make that complete happen. So that's how the time, under 10 minutes? 10 minutes, okay. So that's why I'm begging you, Ekadashi, I will tell you, it is nothing like that, Ekadashi, nothing like that. It's a long one. It's like in the Mahabharata, Udyog Parva is there. Ekadashi Tithi is like mother to a child. Mother to a child. Ekadashi Tithi is mother to a child. Like medicine to a patient. This Tithi is for us to save us from difficulties. The samsara is full of sorrows. So to get out of this samsara, sagara, Ekadashi Vrata acts as a ship. The person who observes this is wise and fortunate. Ekadashi Tithi, you can do millions of these vratas, right, Saturday, but it is not equivalent to one Ekadashi. Try to understand. If you do one Ekadashi, it's like doing all the vratas, trillion times. It's really powerful. Now, why is that? Suppose if Ekadashi comes once in 100 years, what is the stage? You understand? It will be very difficult. How many people will get to that, take that up? If it comes once a year, even then it's difficult. Lord is so kind, I will tell you. He made twice a month, twice a month, so that he can acquire so much punya, so much, amazing. You can imagine, like I was telling you previously, the punya that you can get by giving donation, whole earth, you can get much more than that. It's even going to Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, all the 100 Ashwamedha yajnas is really an amazing thing, Ekadashi, if anybody misses, is missing the whole thing, whole chance. So Ekadashi, Harinam and Ekadashi is very, very powerful, because it's really mercy of the Lord. It's like I was telling you, like a lottery, This is a spiritual lottery, okay? Ekadashi is like a spiritual lottery, because what is the the difficulty that we undergo? Austerity, tapasya, nothing. Just abstain from navadanya, that's all it. If you do that, then you get and then the side effect is health, good health. You ask any doctor, the people who do Ekadashi, they are free from so many diseases. I was in North Carolina long time. There was one Telugu family. She was saying, I had so much problem going to doctor, this, that, and but once I started doing Ekadashi, all problem go away, all medical problem. And then on that, I also get vacation from the kitchen. So she has trained up the children to bake maybe potato and sweet, which they can do. So like that is really, really, really benefit. And if you tell like this, I think no one, I have not come across, everybody wants to do Ekadashi. We have in Tirupati about 60 people doing now. We give out prasadam on that day in temple. We have a preaching center, Tirupati. So 60 people come now, So it's everybody wants to. They have the desire because it's so easy. Because there's so many problems we face in the day to day, is because we have the prarabdha karma. Okay, that we have previous lives we have done that. But how to delete that? How to change that? Right? How to do that? So Ekadashi is one way. Easy. What you do? You don't have to go to the record keeper who is keeping our records, right? Invisible records. Please delete that. Please, I don't like that. But Ekadashi, if you follow that word deleting will come to you. He'll delete for you. Like that. See, Lord is very kind. See, I will tell you. Who will suppose even agnostic, even one does not has faith in Krishna, has to have faith, has to have the help of Krishna. I will give an example. Why? Suppose, how many of us can be without sleep? Suppose without food, he can go away for 1 year. In India, people are there without food 1 year, drinking just water. Without water, maybe 10 days. Without sleep, 3 days he'll be dead and gone. Anybody? Because you can see, imagine, without sleep, this way, you keep falling, apart, but somehow you try to keep, you cannot. You one day, maybe next day, you will be, if you drive, you will cause accident. If you walk, you will also cause accident, right? It's very, very difficult without sleep. So we sleep, right? So we are tied up, you cannot think anything, it's not clear, you cannot do focus, right? So many problems. But if you sleep, what happens? Somehow you get refreshed, clean, you focus, you get back the energy, somehow, right? Everybody experience. Even if you don't believe in God, this is the experience. Even if you don't, atheist, number one, still has to sleep, right? Now the question is, what happens during the sleep? How he getting refreshed? You think the Houston government coming and giving him a very nice nutrition, during the sleep? No, what is happening? See, in the sleep, we are below head, we are paralyzed, Because you can imagine, for a good reason, see, because in the sleep, in REM mode, right, rapid eye, in the dream, suppose something but is chasing you. Of course, if you say Hare Krishna, that will be gone, But in case if you don't, you will try to protect, you will try to run. So in the sleep, if you try to run, what happens? You are hurting yourself, you may be hurting others, right? So Lord, paralyzes. So you cannot do that. So it's an amazing thing. Of course, when there is a disturbance to it, people will many times they go second floor, first floor. They come down and then take water, refrigerate, go back, sleep. They do without any closed eyes. So many other things are there. So what happens is, Shastra says, when we are in the sleep, like a deep sleep, we are hugged by Lord. Whether you believe him or not, he is hugged by Lord. Because in Sambandha Jnana is not there. Our relation with him is not there. If we have, then how he will do? It's like one time, another 5 minutes. Okay. One time, one sadhu in Maharashtra, he was saying, they were telling, to go to that village, what you have to do? You might have to go this way. What is the shortcut, that path? But if you go, whoever gone that path, nobody has come back, right? Oh, what is that? Because there are Brahma Rakshasa in that path. So anyway, sadhu, right? He said, okay, he was saying, Vittala, Vittala, Panduranga, Vittala, Pandurnath, Vittala, 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 thinking of Vittala, Vittala, he's going. And then Brahma Rakshasa is coming there. If you see him, we'll have number 1, 2, and 3, right? Such a thing. So he is saying, and then he is coming, right? And he is coming, he is running towards him. And then here, Vittala, Vittala, Panduranga, he saw him, Vittala is running towards. Oh, Vittala, you are running. I see. But why you look so ugly? I know you want to play with me. Vittala. So he is running. So that Bhuta, Brahma Rakshasa, was thinking, wait a minute, whoever saw me before, they are on the spot dead, right? Before even. But here he is running towards me. That means he must be more bigger Bhuta than me. So he is running. Bhuta is running away. And you are running away. I see. Vittala. He ran away and caught hold of him. Right? As soon as he caught hold of him, Brahma Rakshasa went back to spiritual world. Because the bhav he had, you can imagine that bhav that he had delivered him, So same way, the thinking. So even though here he has a sambandha, see that devotee had a sambandha, he saw Vittal everywhere. When we do not have sambandha, we don't see him. So in spite of that, Lord comes and hugs us every night. Because he is Shantakaram Bhujagaishayanam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadaram Gaganasam Meghavarnasham Lakshmikantam Gamanam Yogi Vande Vishnum Bhavavayam Sarva Lokaikana, right? So he is Shanta, he is always, have you seen Lord in any tension, any, No, he is very happy, right? He absorbs, he is like a sponge absorbing everything, right? So like that, he comes and hugs us. When he hugs us, all our tension, he absorbs, right? And then we become fresh, So it is like infinite negative entropy. See, in the world, entropy is increasing. But if it keeps increasing all the time, it's like going to break down, right? You can see breakdown. So it has to be brought down, negative. So that's why the same thing, night time, every night, so many tension, Lord comes and hugs us, mix, resets, and then again next day, like that. So what I'm saying is, even a atheist cannot exist without being hugged by the Lord every day. And same way you can see every element, Andantarastha Paramanu Chayat, every element, every atom, every electron cannot exist apart from him. It is actually substratum, the whole thing, supporting entire world to the atom, electron level is actually Lord, believe it or not. It's very easy in quantum mechanics, like that's what I want to talk to you, You can see that in quantum mechanics, okay, it is very, you can, many of you may not, but I'm begging all of you, please do Ekadashi, because you will, it's like, it doesn't cost you anything, okay? It doesn't cost you anything, but it brings so much mercy, so much, so much goodwill, and nothing that no money can buy you. No money, even $1 trillion, trillion, more than this country's budget, okay? If we can give, it cannot be equivalent to performing one Ekadashi. But it's so easy. So, you're all fortunate, because Ekadashi Harinam is actually the greatest thing, like most negative entropy, right? Negative entropy is there, in so many aspects. Even this temple, don't think it is ordinary temple. It's like negative entropy. If you have a lot of positive entropy come down here, then you become neutralized. So Lord has, Tulsi also. Tulsi is also like that. Don't think. Tulsi is also like that. Wearing Tulsi is not ordinary. We don't have time running out. But wearing Tulsi is actually Chinmaya. Don't think it is like negative, negative entropy. So it will not go, too much, You will not reach this breakdown. What do you call the Young's modulus, thing, So like that, Lord is so kind, so merciful. He has sent so many things to help us to remember Him, to make us happy. Try to understand that. Try to understand that. Make us happy. So vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo. Srila Gurudev ki jai, Gurupada Padma ki jai, Ekadashi Mata ki jai, Ekadashi ki jai.